Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 2. I am unimpressed, guys. I'm unimpressed. I don't know. After watching so much reality television and it just being so much variety and just, it's just like, and just social media and, yo, I just don't know. It's just, Atlanta has just not been hitting for me for years now at this point. I don't know. I'm going to continue to review it. I'm going to continue to give you all that I have. But I am just like, I don't know. It's just it's old at this point. Some of the drama is just like, because of social media, we already know what's going to happen and what's going to play out. So when it actually happens and play out, we just like, okay, and it loses the authenticity. It loses the excitement of it all. And so, yeah, and then a lot of the dramas, some seems orchestrated and fake. And then other dramas just seem so like we've been here, done that so many times, so many seasons. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if a change of cast would make a difference, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe Real Housewives of Atlanta will pick up later on in the season. I got a feeling that it will. So we still got hope for the show. But so far, it's just, So anyway, okay, so moving on from where we left off last week, there's so much going on. We have Monyetta and Kenya confronting Sheree about Martell and his alleged infidelities on her. And then in another corner, we have Candy and the new girl, Courtney, mouth to the side. And she's starting some stuff with Candy. I'm talking about, that Candy said that she knew her and basically trying to say that Courtney was trying to use Candy's name as clout, or use Candy's name to get on, to say, oh, well, I know Candy and, I'm whatever, her friend, and when they weren't, and blah, 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 just creating a moment. Like I said, Courtney, this is not how you make friends. This is not how you make fans, most importantly. If this was your way of trying to get a peach on this show, it's not going to happen, honey. It's not going to happen. Kenya is gorgeous. I'm seeing her, when they get ready to show a new lady, they show their, look of them spinning around on the stairs and stuff. And what a cutie. Oh, look at little Brooklyn. Let me get that out the way first, because I forgot about the scene. I'll go back to what I was talking about. But we see Akila, which is Kenya's new friend, pretty girl. She's married to this guy named Tevin Coleman. And she has a daughter by him, and Kenya and her daughter Brooklyn. And they just had a mommy date with the girls, and it was cute. They went, they played tennis and stuff, and it was adorable. And yeah, Kenya's dating this guy, this white guy. He has a business and stuff, and so we'll see how that works out with Miss Moore. Okay, so anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, so it's just a lot happening at this party. Sanya's running back and forth, greeting people and changing outfits and trying to make sure Ross good and trying to settle feuds, and she don't know what's going on. It's just a mess at Sanya's party. It's a shame. Y'all ruined that lady party. I think she spent allegedly $100,000 on his 40th birthday. So what you gonna do on the 41st, Sanya? I don't know. And furthermore, Sanya, get them people out your house. Girl, everybody, all her whole family want to separate and get their own places except for her. She just wanted to try to keep everybody together, which I understand that. I'm all for that as well. But eventually, with everybody being grown and with them so many kids around the house, it just gets so nerve wracking. It's so many people that want to be in charge, and then it's their place. I'm assuming it's Ross's and Sanya's name on the home and stuff, and I guess Sanya asked could her family come stay with her, blah, blah, blah. Ross was cool with it at first, but, you should have known that eventually this was going to happen, sis. And the way, like I said, the way your sister talked to you on camera, the way your sister is shading you in her confessionals, they not gave her a confessional. Before y'all end up not being sisters no more. Not by connect. You'll always be sisters by blood. But before y'all relationship as sisters get ruined, get them out of your house, Sanya. Bro, get them out. Let me see. So they over there, Don, Juan, Todd, Kenya. They're kind of over there trying to calm Candy down. Sheree, she goes over to tell Martell about what Kenya said, that she knows that, about the whole DM situation and stuff. And Kenya went to go check the DM. Apparently it was deleted or wasn't there or whatever. He said that he did try to DM Kenya 2 years ago, replying to the whole story. And we've already went over that. We talked about that last time, where it wasn't that he was trying to hit on Kenya. I mean, it could have went that route, but that wasn't the conversation. That wasn't the nature of the conversation. Apparently Kenya explained on Candy's Speak on It that apparently it was a situation where somebody was dogging Martell out, and then Kenya Moore commented to one of the people in support of Martell. He replied back and said something, in support of her, and I guess a conversation was trying to start from that, but not really. But, Kenya being Kenya, she blew it up out of control and blah, blah, blah. So Martell and Kenya are kind of going back and forth. Martell is sticking up for himself, as he should. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of Martell. I really don't know him like that. I've never watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like I said before, whenever I get the time in life, I will go back and watch it. But, yeah, I don't know much about Martell, but the things I know about Martell is not the best things in the world. But with that said, wrong is wrong. And in this situation, Kenya Moore was wrong. He said something to her. He defended himself. Kenya got up in that man's face, walked over to him, making a whole scene. And she's too much. And, she's confrontational. And it's just, Kenya is doing her thing. We love Kenya, but we don't like Kenya all the time. And even though I've always claimed to be a member of Team Twirl, I can also read her rights when need be. And that whole situation was just blown up out of proportion, child. So anyway, let me see. So we see that Candy and Sanya have a sit down. I think they did. For some reason, Candy wants Sanya to have her back since she met up with Courtney first at Sheree's house. So Courtney is Sheree's friend who was arguing with Candy. And Sanya was already over Sheree's house. So Sheree was the only person who knew Courtney, invited her over with them. And that's how she met Courtney for the first time. So Candy wanted Sanya to warn her about Courtney, because Courtney did say some stuff about Candy in the presence of Sheree and all them. In the presence of herself, Sheree, and Sanya. My whole thing is this: what exactly do you want her to say, Candy? I was confused by that. Apparently, Candy and Sanya has gotten really close throughout the year, and she wanted like a warning. But I don't think, I may go back and watch it, but I don't think that Courtney told Sheree and Sanya that she was going to confront Candy in that way. Or maybe she did, I don't know. But still, Sanya is at her husband's birthday party. She has all these people there. She's trying to go around greeting people, thanking them for coming. She's trying to make sure her outfit together, Ross' outfit together. The decorations is cool. The food lit. Like, Candy, you good, child. You gonna get the headbutt somebody, but her expecting something out of Sanya. I didn't really get that part. Although Sanya is a flip flopper, she do play both sides of the fence. But I mean, I don't know how you don't like. I can understand a person's frustration. However, if you are brand new and still learning people and not knowing if the person that you're close to is going to turn on you too, it's just like, well, what else do you do when you're part of an ensemble cast besides just, try to keep a neutral, level of things? Like, what do you do in that situation? So I don't know. But say you got enough going on, child. Her brother-in-law is her assistant, and then her sister doing her hair, her parents managing her. They all in the house together, including all their kids, and child. Say you got a lot going on. So anyway, let me see. We end up seeing Melvin, which is Candy's cousin. He is one of the head cooks at OLG's, I believe. I reviewed Candy and the Gang, Candy's spinoff, which I love that show. I wish it would have got a second season. But we end up seeing him. We also see Philip, who is the manager, I believe, at OLG's. One of the managers. And I think at Blaze as well. Y'all remember Philip was on Candy and the Gang as well. He ended up being really good. He was always good at what he does, but he ended up being really likable, I should say. Because at first he was not likable at all. He was a good-looking dude, but he was straight up just hateful. But he warmed up, and he ended up, being all right in the end. Anyway, the big T was, thanks to good old social media, Melvin ended up getting shot at the OLG's, child, outside of the OLG. So apparently one of the OLG's restaurant workers, he came in apparently intoxicated, allegedly, all according to Candy, and him and Melvin got into it, and he ended up shooting Melvin. Thank God Melvin is okay. But yeah, Candy, she was really worried about that. She was worried about people possibly not supporting the restaurant and blah, blah, blah. Even Sheree made a comment in her confessional. She was just like, child, if we go to OLG's, we don't know if we're going to get biscuits or bullets. I said, child, not Sheree. Sheree is the most readable one out of all of them, yet she has so much to say. I tell you, that delusion that Sheree lives in, I live for it. I'm going to post on my community tab. Make sure you guys check out my community tab, and I'm going to show y'all a picture, a snapshot from shebysheree.com, and show you how much one of her items costs. Not Sheree. You ain't gonna make no money. Okay, what else happened? We found out that Drew was in some doo-wop bop bop group back in the day. She said she was the Beyonce of the group. You can't be the Beyonce of a group nobody heard of, Drew. But hey, the girl can dream. And she apparently was always a singer, but singer never worked out for her. I remember watching Tachina Arnold, Pam Martin. I remember watching her on the Jennifer Hudson show. And I remember she said that she started off as a singer first. We all know Pam can sing. But we all knew, that she could sing. But she said that singing was not paying the bills at the time. What sis say on Sustack 2? Our good girlfriend, Shirley Rao. Well, she said to Lauryn Hill, singing does not put food on the table. Singing does not pay the bills. And it actually wasn't or don't. It's more lucrative to be in the acting game, which is what both Tachina Arnold and Drew Sidora did. So, yeah, but anyway, Drew's getting back into music. Ralph is her manager. Y'all are gonna get enough. Y'all meaning anybody who participate in it, women and men. Y'all are gonna get enough of making y'all significant other y'all managers. Y'all gonna get enough of that. Ain't you tired? How many examples do you need of this not working out? That y'all are gonna get that this is not gonna work out. How many? Child. Okay, so let me see. Anything else happened before the final thing? Oh, we found out that Courtney and Ralph are cousins. Courtney says that her dad's sister is Ralph's grand aunt. I don't know what the hell a grand aunt is. Maybe she meant great aunt or so. But yeah, they're cousins, so whatever. Courtney, honey, this is not a good introduction to you on the show. You are not going to excel on this show. People, when it comes to these kind of shows, you could be the villain and all that, but you can't. It's just all about how you do things, and the way that you approach Candy, came at Candy. This whole thing seemed made up and fake and phony, and it's just like it's not going to work out for you, sis. It's just not. The last thing that happened, y'all, I think I talked about everything. I think. The last thing I want to say is that Sheree and Kenya met up at Sheree's She by Sheree distribution center. The aisles was so empty. But whatever. Okay, she got a distribution center. They met up and started to talk about the whole Martell thing. And, about Kenya using trigger words and attacking and aggressive and all this other kind of stuff. And, Kenya told Sheree that you see how quick Martell went off on me. Well, sister, eventually he gonna go off on you. And what you gonna do when the Martell comes for you? And they showed a clip of Bob Whitfield and him being verbally abusive and allegedly back in the day, physically abusive to She by Sheree. And so she was just like, you see how mad he get, his nasty attitude, blah, 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 and all that. Whether I or anybody else agree with Kenya or not, the point is this: we don't know that. We don't know if Martell will be a certain kind of way that he was with his ex-wife, or we don't know if Martell is going to be a Bob Whitfield, or how he's going to react or do whatever. We don't know. But the point is that Kenya, it's not for you to say. Truth be told, and to be fair, both you and Sheree have had shitty relationships. So how is the pot gonna call the pot gonna call the pot? I ain't taking advice from neither one of y'all. So I mean, who are you to say that? And at the end of the day, Martell is knocking Sheree down, and you know what I mean. So she gonna listen to nothing you say. You know that, girl. You know, when some people get a man or when some people get a woman, they act like they ain't got no friends and family. Then they break up, and then all of a sudden they remember they got friends and family. Sheree's one of them people. That's what she gives me. So, I mean, hey, some people just got to have somebody. Some people just want to be with somebody and blah, blah, blah. But according to Sheree, she knows all Martell's tea, and she's not looking into getting into nothing serious with him. She's dating other people and blah, blah, blah. Y'all can believe that if y'all want to. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't. But, hey, we'll see. With that said, that was this review, child. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And with that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at SkinsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At SkinsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.